Good morning, good day, good evening. Be happy day wherever you are and enjoy learning. Enjoy to see if you are Java developer or Spring developer. Welcome back and see how you can build this small application from end to end. So this is the part two of the Vaadin and Java series where we are building our application. Uh, in our last application, in our last webinar, what we did, we created our application through no code platform provided to us by Vaadi, and we downloaded that one, and then we imported into our favorite IDE. Like for me, I use Eclipse. You can use IntelliJ, NetBeans, VS Studio, whatever you like of your choice, you can do it. Why I use Eclipse? Because I told you it's a code start is very, the time for code start is very fast. It launch very fast. IntelliJ, in other sense, it's a pure Java IDE. You can do a lot of things. It helps a lot. It maintains a lot. The coding is fun, but only thing is the code start is bit takes some longer time. Uh, when we first we start our Maven project, it will take some time to do the Maven dependencies, npm dependencies. After that, it works fine. Now, last time I will show you what we are seeing in our browser. Let me share my screen for the browser. Now, this is the screen, and we have very simple layout. Uh, we have a drawer icon. When we click drawer icon, the navigation bar slides out. When we click again, it will slide in. Here is our icon, our links, welcome page, or when we say about us page, it will take us to the about us. Sorry, I have to start my application. Sorry, it happens with the it happens when we are doing our live session. So it is started very fast. I like it. This is our welcome. When we say about us, we go for about. Now, normally when we build our application, what we want to see in our web page, we want to see the icon of our application next to or before or next to the text. I want to see the icon of my application, which makes it a branding. If it is something for secure application, we want to see our login or registration somewhere here. Or we want to see login or registration somewhere here. So this is a normal architecture design for any application. So this is what we are going to do right now. Let's start again. Let's jump into our coding. Let me share my IDE with you. Now, we want to see right now this is a pure Spring Boot application. Now we want to convert this one so that we can also deploy this whole project into servlet container. But if we try to deploy create the WAR file and create a production environment WAR file and deploy into a servlet container, either with Tomcat or Jetty, you will get a web configuration error. So what we need to do, we need to create a class which extends the app. Let me create uh, Vaadin uh, startup or Vaadin start launcher. Let's make this one an app. Okay, so what we do, we convert our app into extend Spring Boot Servlet Initializer. Let's convert this one. Let me close my hot deployment. Extends Spring Boot Servlet Initializer. So now what happened? So we have one servlet initializer. We will create our startup launcher. We need app app shell configurator. Good. Now we have app shell configurator. Always remember when you create your theme line uh, should not be here at Spring Servlet Initializer. It should be into the class which implements the app shell configurator. Otherwise, you will get the errors. Let's move our PWA should also be here. Now we have a Spring Boot application, and if we start our application, we will not see any errors. Let me start. You can also start through our Maven. I will show you how can we start. Let's see if we get any errors or not. See, we are not getting any errors and it works fine. Good. I will show you one more thing that normally every application should have some icon to share. Let me show you the web page. If you see the tab normally always have a tab icon. Right now here we do not have any tab icon. We have just a normal Vaadin icon. We need to show our tab icon, right? So what we do, we will work into the app shell configurator class where we are implementing our app shell configurator class, and let's play. Okay, so now we are here in our app shell configurator class. We need to implement configure page. When we have the configure page, we have to override the configure page. We will use this setting and we can say now we have icon, save icon, and we have add link, save icon link. Now this icon link will be appear onto your the browser tab, which will create the identification or branding of your application. Right now, I will show you how it looks. Where is our icon class? This is our icon. This is our icon PNG. This is our Vaadin symbol or Vaadin icon. If we want to replace with Vaadin, what we need to do, we need to go and find our favorite icons, and we can just copy those icons into our into these folders. Let me do that for you. I will go and find my icon which I want to replace. Okay, hopefully things are making interesting for you. Let me copy here, and let me copy this one. Copy and paste. I need to remove this icon.png, or just give it, let's, for the time being, I rename it icon, so that we can keep the old one. I will replace, I will just rename into icon.png. So what happens now? I will show you. So this is our new icon. I will show you the browser, and you can see how the effect is taking place. Let me share you with the browser. Let me refresh. See, or I need to restart the I think it is not taking by default, so I need to restart my Spring Boot application. Okay, let's start it. So it will change your tab icon, which already being changed now. Now let's come on working on the our application now, where we are creating our login buttons, registration buttons, so that we can beautify our application. Let's come into the main layout class. This is a main layout class which is playing everything for us. Come here and see when we are beautifying our drawn content. This is our drawn content. We have a scroller. This is our header content where we are showing our view title. We want to show the image with the view title. Let's say we say image, HTML component, logo, image, logo, image. So what I need to do, I need to give the location of my image file. Let me create horizontal layout. Horizontal layout, because we want to arrange horizontally. We can say title layout. Let's create an instance of title layout. Let's create here. Now what we need to do, the location of the image, let's suppose we can say icon or png, the same location where we want to have our, if it's not available, show me in Slack. Let me set the size of the image. Set width. What we say, let's come with the pixel. I say 30 by 30. Unit pixel. You can also say percentage, whatever. Set height 30 pixel. 30 pixels. But now we have, no. What I need to do, I need to create title layout, add First, I will add the logo image, and then I will say title, view title, which is generated by our low code. Here, with the either we have a view title, I will remove view title with the title layout. It will be reloaded. Now I will show you how the browser is look like. Let me restart our server. Sometimes the glitches came from the server, and I will show you. Started. Come to my sharing screen. I will share you the screen with the welcome page. You will refresh. See, now you can see our login logo fine. So it's the create the branding. You can. I'll also show you how can we do changing the CSS or alignment of the whole. Good. Till now, it works fine. It looks good, and it's interesting to play. Now we go back to the coding side. See, it's just we are playing with Java code. We are not doing anything extra, anything which Java developer need to learn. We can also, if you are a Java developer or you have worked with the swing and the work with the layout, you need to work with the alignment. I say title layout, set alignment, we can alignment center. If you are working with HTML, you know the justify title layout, set justify content mode. For the time being, I say center. Now we are working with the navigation bar. In the navigation bar, we have called create footer. Now with the create footer, we will also come with the create footer. Now we work with the okay. We are still working with the header content. Let's create a button bar. We create let's post security login layout. We will create our also in horizontal layout. Let's create an instance variable for the button so that we can have access across the class, and we can move we can have the reference from another class. The button, registration button, login button, logout button. Right? Registration button, same like we do in our swing button, login button. Let's give the name registration, login, and we add these two buttons into security, login layout, add registration button and login button. What I need to do, I just add security layout button into the add to navigation button. Right? Let's change the layout alignment. Security layout, alignment, center, security justified mode layout, justify content mode, and it will be at the end of the layout. Let me move toward the browser and I will show you how the browser looks like. See, we have welcome and login, welcome text, registration, and the login. But it's not what we are looking for. We are looking for that it should appear somewhere here. So what we need to do, we will come back to our coding site where we are playing with our layout. There is something called Flux layout. It's a very flexible layout where we are working with. Flux layout. Let's create the instance of Flux layout. Flux layout. We create Flux layout. That size full. So its size is full. We add the Flux layout between title layout and security layout so that it can push our security layout at the end of the navigation bar. Okay, let me show you how our navigation bar looks like. See, now it looks like the way we want to have, the way we want to show. This is the registration. This is the login button. Now we will work on the beautification of the button. We have the Vaadin button, and we can work on the Vaadin button. That's nice. I hope it will make sense, and you are following how easily we can build nice web application without playing with a lot of TypeScript, a lot of other things which we don't want to work with. Why we need to do something which we can do it simply with the Java code. Okay, so now we will beautify our login button, and from here I will close our second part so that it will remain interesting for you and it remain easy. Now we need to beautify this one. We can go to our theme section where we have a main layout. Come to the main layout. Every Vaadin button. You can do the CSS with Vaadin button. What we want to do, the Vaadin button, that the border radius should be 20 pixels. Right? So every border radius of the whole application will be 20 radius. If we want to add a class name so that we can add the class name, what we can do, we can say if it is a login, we say it is login. So we can reference our button with the login one with the login class. The same thing we can do with the registration. We want both buttons with the radius, with the border radius of 20 pixels. We want to have this is a Vaadin button text color, or we can also use the Vaadin button given by. Let's change the background color. This is the background color for our login button. If we want to see if it is we are hovering the login button, this is something like say login colon hover normal CSS type, then should change the color or whatever we want. Now we come for the register. And same thing we can do it on the hover. We can make something different, black. Now see how our application looks like. Sorry, we need to add those reference to the widgets we have created. Now come onto the main layout class. We have to add the class name. Come into the login button or registration button. We say add class name, which is for registration, it is called register. Our new layout class, registration. Copy and we will paste it. Same thing for a login button, add class name, login. Now I will show you it will reflect to our application. Let me share it. See, now our application, the registration, login, registration, login. Now we don't have anything that we click. What will happen? What should reflect? Normally, what happens if you click login button, the login page should appear here. If we say registration button, registration page should come here. Vaadin already provides you with many login digits, login overlay login form that we will discuss tomorrow. Then we will come with the security one. Let me show you also the navigation bar on the footer section. Let's go back to our coding area. Okay, so what we need to do, let's create a style navigation bar. Let's create an instance variable. Security navbar, make it as a private so that we can have encapsulation properly. Security navigation bar equals to new side bar. Let's create side navigation item, register item. register, by navigation item, login. We will add our beauty nav bar, add item, register item, purity nav item, add item, login, item, right? And we will add this one into the footer data. Add register item, login, item. Let's save it, and I will show you how it appears into our UI. Uh, Let me share you the screen. So we have a register, we have a log. In our tomorrow session, I will show you just to rearrange like the same way it is rearranged here. And then we are good to go. So thank you very much for joining me for this second episode. Because I don't want to keep it long. And in our next session, we are working with the login buttons, login form, registration button, registration form, and then we are working with the string security. How the string security is going to work. And thank you very much, and enjoy your day, and just have fun and just play with it. I will also give my GitHub repository with all code is there, and so that you can play with it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.